Hey everyone, so today I have a interesting video for you guys. I think it's a topic a lot of girls can relate to and will be interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. First of all, my birthday was a few days ago on September 26th, and thank you so much to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. You totally made my day. While I was reading through my text messages and stuff, I started to kind of notice something, and what I was noticing was people that I know in real life reaching out to me and wishing me happy birthday. And that sounds like something, of course, so typical. But something a little more interesting that I was kind of noticing a pattern of are just the guys that actually reached out to me. Guys that I have previously dated, guys that I have maybe wanted to date but never actually did date, guys that I was just good friends with. And I started to just kind of think and to realize that I need to make a very conscious effort to let these people know that I do not take them for granted and that I really do appreciate them being kind and thinking of me. And even more than that, it kind of got me thinking about the whole just scenario on wanting what you can't have and girls liking guys that play hard to get and girls trying to play hard to get. And I just realized through the guys that did reach out to me, a few of them were guys that I did date previously and it didn't work out, and they still wrote kind words to me, and it just kind of flipped something in my brain. I definitely have been through the phase of wanting to date like the bad boys, wanting to like change someone who doesn't want to be in a committed relationship, like all that kind of stuff. And I think with that, I definitely went through a period of time where if there was a guy I really liked and he kind of denied me or brushed me off or just didn't want to commit to me in any way, I would kind of take it as a challenge, and maybe I would try to, keep pursuing him, keep being nice to him, keep trying to make our relationship or interaction simple so that hopefully one day he would wake up and decide, actually, I do want to date you, Megan. And what I realized is I shouldn't have been doing that. And I think it's very common, and I think it's kind of sad, and I really wanted to think really long and hard why I do that, because in the midst of doing that, I did just kind of not notice other guys that were actually being genuine and were interested in me and being nice. And I think if I look really deeply inside myself, I can realize that it must have been a self-confidence issue within myself, because if I was fully confident and fully happy with myself, I would not have been so determined to try to keep winning someone over that was telling me no. And I've realized that, and it's like a light went on in my head, and I'm like, wow, I did really, with like a few specific guys that, didn't want to be with me, I still tried, and I still tried to text them, tried to make plans to hang out. I would get upset if I didn't hear from them and whatever, and if I did hear from them like one night on the weekend, I'd be excited, and I just started realizing like that is not what is okay with me. And I think that's why I was always pushing for more and still maybe pursuing people that were giving me the red flags and the signs that they didn't want me. Thinking back on it now, it all seems so silly, but I think it's super common because I've seen a ton of jokes on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook about like wanting who you can't have and not wanting to be clingy and all this kind of stuff. And the main thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is really cherish and do not take the people for granted that are nice to you and do care about you and do want to talk to you and be with you and would go the extra mile. And I think if you are really trying to better yourself, be the best version of yourself that you can be, whether that means, work out and lose weight, or that means, just try to have a better personality, be more talkative, trying to be nicer and more honest, whatever you have to do to get yourself to the point where you feel like you are the best version of yourself you could possibly be, you will realize that anyone who doesn't see your worth, you will no longer be interested in. And you will no longer want to make people understand that you're worth something, because you will know in your heart, you'll say, and not even in a cocky way, but you'll just kind of know, I know that I'm a good person, I know that I deserve to be loved and I deserve to be thought of as special and stuff. I can move forward onto another guy that will fully want to pursue me and be with me. And like I said, this is not supposed to be you thinking you're better than anyone or being self-absorbed or just very vain. It's more about once you see the worth within yourself, you don't allow, other people to not see it, and you don't put in the time and effort to force people to see it. If one person totally sees that you're a great person and totally loves the person you are, that's who you should spend your time on, and you shouldn't spend it trying to convince another guy that maybe doesn't see it. Maybe that one guy that's playing hard to get, he barely texts you back, he's flaky when you try to hang out and make plans, he's told you he doesn't want a girlfriend. Maybe one day surprisingly he will decide, look, actually, I do want to be with you. While you're spending all that time on that one person, you're missing out on so many other people that are ready now and that see the greatness in you and see you for the person that you are and the person that you really should strive to be. And I finally understand maybe why I did pass up some other guys that were perfectly good guys. I just, for some reason, became really determined to change someone else's mind. And I think a good way to get on the track of not doing that is just better yourself and know that you're doing everything you can to be the best version of yourself, and then the right person will come along. I've definitely realized that when you're looking for something and you're trying to force things, it doesn't work and it almost goes the complete opposite way. And the best things happen so unexpectedly. I still do believe that the people you're supposed to be with, you will end up with, but sometimes it does take going through a few jerks and having some heartbreaks to get there, and even just having some bad experiences to realize what you don't want. And out of all my videos, I try to be very, very candid and open with you guys because I want you guys to learn from what I've gone through. So if you guys have any requests or any topics you would like me to talk about in the future, leave them below. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!